What's up everyone, and welcome to another Bitcoin market update. In these videos you will learn how to use technical analysis to forecast price movements in your favorite cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and others, and also see where we are looking to buy and sell these crypto assets ourselves. So let's get into it here with the monthly time frame. Starting off, so last month, which closed yesterday, the month of May, our candle closed with a pretty short lower wick. So that is bearish. When you're reading a candlestick and you see the wick of the bottoms, on the bottom here is short, it means that very few people bought the dip, because if they did, they would have pushed the close back up higher, and it would have been somewhere up here in the $40,000 range. You can see since the monthly closed, people are pricing this in. You can see that since we opened, if we zoom in, you can see that we've pretty much just traded down since that point. So if you're just playing monthly candlesticks, we talked about this on this video as well. You can pretty much, the way you can play this, if you're playing this candlestick, the month of April, you would short as soon as the monthly opens. You'd put your stop loss above, and then you would target wherever you think that the price is going to go after that point. And we talked about the weekly time frame being the time frame we're going to look at in that scenario to see where the target right here, this part of the short position tool, where that's going to be. And so if you're playing this candlestick here, the one that we just printed, your entry would be right where we close the candlestick, which is at 37,281. Your stop loss would be above here, or you could go to a lower time frame and put it above a lower term time frame resistance level, which is what I would do in this scenario, and then pull this to wherever you think the price is going to go to. Now in this scenario, the easy target for this is at least the wick of this previous low, which is at 29,100. So if you're doing that trade, for that to be a good risk reward, this is going to have to be tighter. Obviously, you can see that, if we extend this out, our risk reward ratio is diminishing, versus if we bring it in closer, our risk reward ratio is getting better. So what I would do is I would take this down to a lower time frame, like the weekly or the daily, and put the stop loss above a key resistance zone. So for instance, if we go down to the weekly time frame, we can see right now that we're potentially making a bear flag before another push down lower below that $29,100 low. If we push right through this blue zone without holding it as support and close 2 weekly candles below it, that is going to be strong resistance on a retest, and I will look to go short on that. But if we're sticking with our monthly trade, we can go to the daily time frame and we can actually put that stop loss above this gray zone right here, which is at about 39,800. So if we go back to the monthly time frame and we say, all right, I'm going to go short here. I'm going to go short, where the price currently is, and I'm going to put that my stop loss above the daily level, which I already just forgot because I don't know why, 39.8. So on here, we can double click on this. We can go to here. We can say our stop level. We're going to put that at 39,800. And then our profit level is going to be 29.1. Our entry, we're going to say 36,000 because we're right around the $36,000 range. So if we look at this, right now it's not a fantastic risk reward, but it's a 1.82 with a profit potential about 19%. And it's a pretty likely trade in my opinion. Because of this monthly candlestick, and then as we go down, every time frame, it just looks bearish. You look here, last week was a pretty weak inside bar candle here of people buying the dip. If we look over at this week, it's just been an inside bar so far, but pretty consistent with what would be considered a bear flag, which is where the price action goes kind of flat to slightly sloping upwards after a significant down move before another move down. If we look at the daily time frame, we have this equilibrium pattern that we've been talking about on the daily time frame for at least a few days now, which is where the price is just tightening up before a significant move. Now, you can see that yesterday we talked about this gray zone right here. Now, this gray zone, we were kind of flirting with this zone a bunch in this range. We didn't really close above it or below it twice at any point in time until right here. And now you can see that when we go into this level, when price goes into this level, this gray line, it's rejecting off of this significantly. And so this was the trade that I talked about yesterday on this channel. Was a short at that gray zone with a stop. Whoops. Move it back to where it was. Right about there. Stop loss above that zone. This is a very simple support resistance flip zone trade. Put your stop loss above, and then your target is going to be wherever you think the price is going to go to. But if we're sticking with that monthly bias, we think this is going to go at least to here, which is this level down here. So this is a pretty good risk to reward ratio of about 3.41. Now where we're at with price, the risk to reward ratio you can see is about 1.71. It's not as good. It doesn't mean that the trade's not valid anymore. The other thing is this dotted line. You see I have the dotted line drawn. The reason why I have that drawn is because this is the makings of a bearish divergence on the RSI here, where you can see the RSI clearly made a higher high, but the price is making a lower high. So if we break, once this daily candle prints in 4 hours, if we break that daily low of this candle, tomorrow, this bearish divergence will become valid, and that will add strength to a move down to this level that we talked about originating on the monthly time frame. That's the previous monthly low. And so if this equilibrium breaks down, like pretty much everything at this point technically is pushing this price down. If we look at something like the super guppy indicator, you can see that this is clearly flipped bearish with the red EMAs and the dark blue after a very significant period of time being bullish. So that's that. So when you're looking to make entries, what you're looking for, and obviously none of this is financial advice, it's for educational purposes only, but when I'm looking for entries, I'm always looking for confluence. What are two or more things that are telling me the same signal, that are giving me the same signal? So that could be a buy signal or a sell signal. So in this case, this is clearly a sell signal with a potential bearish divergence here on the RSI, the super guppy EMAs trending bearish here, as well as the resistance level here that is being tested for the first time, as well as the monthly candlestick printing with a short lower wick. So all of those factors are leading me to believe that we will likely break this equilibrium pattern to the downside. And if you zoom out and you look at the price action here, it makes sense that this would break down because if you're looking at the price action now that we're clearly trending bearish, this kind of looks like a triangle before another breakdown. So we'll see what we end up getting here. If we go to the lower time frames, we can get a little bit of hopium for the bulls. On the 8-hour time frame, we do have this support level that we're currently operating inside of. For the time being, it is this black candle right here from when we came up. So we had a low, high, higher low, and then higher high here with multiple candles closing above the key high. This is our support zone, but right now it's looking as if we might not hold this support zone as we're getting increasing bear volume here. We have 4 hours remaining on this 8-hour candle, but if we go through this zone, push right through it and close 2 candles below it, this will turn into resistance zone. So right now the bears are clearly in full control of Bitcoin. Really no reason to be bullish at this point in time based on the price action. And so the profitable trades that have the momentum right now are clearly shorts, and they're coming off of this gray zone. So, if I was looking to go short and I did not already have an entry from that gray zone, what I would look for is this zone right here. So if we go below this zone and close 2 candles below it, if we get a retest of it, that's where I would like to go short. So that's going to be the area that I'm looking for over the next couple days. But we might not get it. We might end up just going right through it and just going down from there. So we'll see what we end up getting. But, at this point, the price action in terms of the bulls is looking pretty weak. So it's up to the bulls to show us, that they're going to buy the dip and that the price action is shifting back to the bulls' favor. But for right now, bears are in full control. I'll be watching this daily hidden bearish I don't know if this is hidden or not. I don't have my cheat sheet in front of me. To be honest, I don't memorize these. I just know which one's bearish and which one's bullish. There's hidden and then there's regular divergences, but I don't remember if this is hidden or regular. I think this is regular. But either way, I'll be watching for this to play out. And the bulls have 4 hours to really show up here, so that they're going to have to really show up here and make this candlestick look good for a daily close. We'll see what we end up getting. And that's all I got for this one, guys. So if you like this video, give it a like down below and subscribe for future educational content around cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. And if you haven't already, check out our beginner technical analysis course, where you can learn how to profitably trade cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and others using technical analysis. And you can get that for 20% off up through the end of, well, I guess we were doing it until yesterday, but I guess the end of today, because I didn't change the website yet. So you can get that for 20% off. And yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. So if you like this video, subscribe for future educational content. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Until then, onward and upward.